necessarily expect to kind of finally snap for Jaden the rest of the year? Just kind of what changed?
No, I didn't say that. I said I was going to make decisions based on what was best for the team to win. Nothing's changed. We go back and evaluate like we do every single game. We have two good players in the room, and when we went back and looked at it, we felt like it was in the best interest of the team to give Jaden a chance. And it's that simple. I know. Listen, I've been through enough of these with QBs. I know the QBs in any program, especially one like this or a lightning rod. We've made a lot of other changes at other positions throughout this, trying to find our best lineups and the best possible lineup to help us go win that aren't going to get the attention and publicity. And I get it. It's part of football. But there was nothing more to this decision than that. And I want to say, like, listen, Miller Monster's done a really good job for us. Like you could literally not change one thing that Miller's done, and we could be sitting here with a really, really good record right now. Miller has done a very good job. He's been a really good leader for this team. He's been loyal to this program. He has worked hard, and he has done a lot of really good things on the football field. So this is not a reflection of anything more than we have another good player in the room, and we feel like it gives us a good opportunity, and we felt like that this was and we went back and evaluated that this was the best thing for the team, and it's really that simple.
What have you seen from Jaden that gave you that impression that it was?
Well, he's improved throughout the year. I mean, he improved in camp, and he's continued to improve. I think he's handled it. You know, it's not easy being the backup, and I feel like he's handled that well. He's improved every single week. I think he's learned a lot from having a guy like Miller in the room that's as smart and understands our offense as good as Miller does. And so he's put together some really good practices. He's a talented kid. And so we're, in these it's tough. It's like you got two children and especially in that position, only one of them's going to be out there. And so, but we're, obviously excited for Jaden to get this opportunity.
Considering Miller's leadership around this team, just how tough was it to deliver that news to him? How did you handle it?
It was tough. I've been a part of a few of these. It's never easy. There's nothing easy about it, especially when you got a guy that's worked hard and has done a lot of really good things. I mean, honestly, I've been at times where it's easier where the guy's just not playing very good at all, and the team's getting, is getting blown out, and like it's like painfully obvious, right? Like anybody could do it. Ones like these where it's a tough call, or it's tough. I mean, I was a part of one of a few years ago where we were undefeated at the time. I mean, like and so you never know 100%. Nobody's got a crystal ball. But we just come in here like a play call, like decisions we make the best decisions we can that we feel like are in the best interest for this program, and it's my job to take the emotion out of it, because you have a loyalty to all these guys individually, but you got a bigger loyalty to the team and program, and it's always got to say that.
Is that a gut feeling on your part, or are there markers that lead to you to decide a change is needed?
I would never do it on a gut feeling, but I don't know that there's always you would just solely rely on one or the other. I think there's all different things that you take into account with decisions like this. And again, there's been a lot of them made throughout the year in different positions that aren't going to get the attention that this was. So this is a pretty normal thing. It's a pretty normal exercise. It's just not happening with a quote-unquote normal position. And so we try to look at everything, take everything into account, and just make the very best decisions that we can.
Now, Lincoln, what do you just think Jayden Maiava can bring to this offense that has maybe been missing this season?
I don't want to talk about anything that's been missing. I mean, this is about this point forward and preparing this week and then getting ready to play Nebraska. And so I'm excited about the progress that he's made. I think he's really improved. Their skill sets are not all that different, and so I don't anticipate us changing a lot offensively. It's not like we're going to all of a sudden come out there and break out some new offense. I'm excited for him to get a chance to run our system and get a chance to work it here for a few weeks and then be ready to go.
And how do you just think he's kind of understood the playbook? I know that was something in fall camp. You're waiting to see it now. How do you think he's done that through 9 games?
I think he's done a good job. I think he's been very intent on trying to do his part to get ready to play each and every week. I think he's done a good job learning from his teammates, learning from Miller. He's had a very humble attitude from the time that he's gotten in here, and he's worked hard and he's prepared himself, and the results on the field have been a reflection of that.
Knowing that Jaden's a little bit younger, is this a decision that you're kind of thinking about the future?
future of this program, or just about this week?
This is just about this week because there's so much to unfold, you know, and I just feel like I owe it to Jonah Monheim and all, you know, all the other, you know, guys here that'll be playing their last, you know, few games as Trojans here coming up, guys that have been a big part of this climb here and what we've been able to do and just the team as a whole. I mean, you only get so many moments with this team, and so I've never tried to make decisions. I'm not saying you don't think about the future, because of course we do, but I think I'm in the wrong if I'm only looking at it. And so that this is not a decision that with the future in mind. It's a decision about, you know, with 2 weeks here to go.
Miller has another year of eligibility. When you sit down with him and talk about that, what's the message to him about going forward from this point?
You know, he just got to be ready for the next opportunity. We never know how that's going to play out. I mean, I've had these play out where, you know, something like this happens and a guy goes to another school and he ends up playing in the NFL. I've had these happen where a guy sat down, didn't play for a little bit, and then went back in and played even better and took it over and took off and ran from there. I mean, listen, anything can happen, right? It's football. You don't, you know, the tough thing is you don't know exactly what is going to happen. But, you know, if I know Miller, he'll stay in a really positive mindset. He'll come and go to work for this team, and he'll be ready for his next opportunity, no matter where it is. And we're going to